So how'd you find out?
I'm not exactly sure. I believe it was Doug Potts that notified me, but somebody called. It was last year. It's about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, been getting ready for a year.
So, when you first found out, what went through your head?
No big deal. Old man's award. You know what I mean? One of those deals. Calling me old. Time to put him in the Hall of Fame, I guess. But
You look at some of those other people that are in the Hall of Fame, though. You don't think old. You think great football coaches, though.
yeah, I don't consider myself one of those guys. I've always had good coaches and good players, and I'm just kind of an average Joe. I always have been.
Yeah. When you were playing for David Meek years ago, did you think about being a coach when you were playing football?
I broke my leg my sophomore year, and I had to sit a whole season. I broke it first game, first carry, and I sat a whole season and watched this. And I knew right there and then that I loved football. I thought, I don't know if I can live without this stuff. It worked me over every day of my life, and I kind of had a feel right then that I was going to be doing it forever.
What was your first experience coaching?
I started at Mountain View, and I was an assistant, and I didn't have much responsibility. I was kind of the scout team quarterback, and didn't get to call any offense, didn't get to call any defense or whatever. But that was my first experience, and it was all right. Had some good players. Enjoyed being around the kids, and that followed up with Martin Bowie. Got in there, and him and Alan Joyner kind of run the show then. And same thing. I didn't get to call no offense, didn't get to call no defense. My first time of getting my feet wet was at Willow Springs, coaching some junior high football, and I really enjoyed that. But I went about 3 years, and I'll be honest with you, I almost quit. Matter of fact, I said I'd quit, and then that Willow Springs job opened up. I said I wasn't going to do it, and here I am.
That Willow Springs job was a really good job for you. You had a lot of success, and you had good people working for you.
Awesome people, and that's the one thing that I can't get away from is just the people over there are so good. They let you work. They didn't try to micromanage you. You didn't have parents driving you crazy telling you what you needed to do. Everybody just gave me the job and let me coach, and they were just real supportive, and it was the perfect place to coach. I'm not kidding. Great people.
For how many years have you been a head coach now?
I think this is my 23rd.
That seems very hard to believe. But you haven't really moved around all that much.
Spent about 16 years in Willow Springs and 7 years at Mountain Grove and 4 years here at West Plains.
It's amazing. When it was inevitable, and I was at Willow Springs when you left there and went to Mountain Grove, people did not want you to leave, which had to make you feel pretty good. It was a business decision. I know you had to make that move to go to Grove, but people didn't want you to leave town.
And, that probably catapulted, I don't want to say my success, I'm going to say our success, me and Joel Wyatt. We knew we played Mountain Grove every year, and we felt like they always had better talent.
Mm-hmm.
But had a big pay raise, and we had that opportunity to be successful. And sometimes you feel like you're running uphill or you're running against the wind or whatever's going on there, but that just seemed like a gold mine at the time. We were playing with them, and we felt like we were beating them a lot with lesser talent. Mm-hmm. And we thought, we get over there, we're going to win some ball games, and we did. We won 50 in 5 years. We tore it up. And it was just a good move.
Well, then you end up coming to West Plains in a tough situation and a hard conference to win in from the standpoint of the school, and you saw that and you knew that coming in. What told you that this was a chance that was worth taking? Because no one likes to lose. You were coming into a situation where we hadn't really won much in the last several years. What told you that this was the right thing to do?
I was starting to look at my retirement numbers. My salary at Mountain Grove was decreasing when they cut the career ladder and some of the things that were being cut in education. I was losing money at Mountain Grove, and it looked like an opportunity to get a pay raise and get my top 3 years for our retirement. And I was ready to try something different. I wanted to try a bigger conference and see if I could coach bigger football and more numbers. And I don't know what my life holds after this, but I would like to coach some college ball, or I just want to get in a bigger atmosphere and a bigger stage.
What's the difference between coaching in the Ozark Conference and coaching in the SCA all those years?
I think every night in the SCA you defend one or two guys. They got one or two good players. Stop the run, you got a chance. You move the football a little bit, you got a chance. The Ozark Conference, it's like defend every inch of the field. This guy can play, that guy can play. They all can run. They're bigger. It's a faster game. There's more athletes. There's more Division I type of athletes, and it's a nightmare. But at the same time, it's a challenge. It's a blast.
You've had some really good kids come through the last couple of years that won a lot of football games, but there's plenty of other places where they've had good players and haven't had success. Why has this team been successful the last 2 years?
I think number one is they're just tremendous commitment. The kids are strong. I don't say that we're faster than everybody. We're not bigger than everybody, but they just have a mindset, and it comes from all the time and the grind that they've put in the last 4 years. It just creates tough kids, and that's the only way I know how to win or sell them on what they do. They have talent. Don't get me wrong. I didn't create this monster. I didn't create this team, but they just play with a tremendous amount of confidence and heart, and that comes through preparation. I think they prepared themselves for all that and all that success.
So to wrap this up, when you're inducted into the Hall of Fame, I know Joel Wyatt and so many other guys that you've been around over the years got a chance to tell you how proud they were. When you went into the Hall of Fame, a lot of those other people kind of felt they probably went in with you a little bit.
I hope they did, because Harlan, they really did. I got up there, and I was fine. I wasn't emotional. And when I saw Joel, I just about lost it. The people and the players, the coaches, they have no idea how they've affected my life. And that is the honest to God's truth. I'm nothing without the good players, and I'm nothing without the good coaches. And I was on that platform, and I thought I was going to deliver a speech. And it was just like being bombarded with a bunch of just flashbacks. I saw coaches out there that I'd coached with, and players out there that I had coached, and then all these guys that weren't there, they were just running across the stage with me, and it was just a special time in my life. That is the truth. That I couldn't thank enough people, and I just couldn't do it. And they were all with me. That's the truth. They were all with me.
Remember the night you ran out of fireworks against Mountain Grove?
That was fun. I tell you, that was fun. Old Kyle Roach was there, the guy at Mountain Grove at that time. Yeah, we talk about that every now and then.
It couldn't happen to him, but it makes you a believer again that things happen the way they should when you see somebody like you go into the Hall of Fame. And everybody that's followed you, whether you're going back to Willow days or maybe even Thayer, but today, are all proud of you. And we thank you very much for taking the time to come in here and sit and talk about this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you everybody, because I'm telling you, it was a group effort of about 23 years. It really was.
All right. Thanks, Steve.